What's good, y'all? Welcome to my thoughts and opinions on the 25th anniversary Power Rangers special that aired on Power Rangers Day, I'm pretty sure, on August 28th. So, happy late National Power Rangers Day to you all. Hope you all had a good day. Maybe went back and rewatched your favorite Power Rangers show, or, did whatever on that day. Now, I just finished watching it not too long ago. I went back and actually saw my man Andre, Black Nerd Comedy. Saw his video on it because he's like the only guy that I'm subscribed to that does talk about Power Rangers. And so just to see what the, I guess, like you could say, what the main, because just see what the Power Rangers faithful did think of this. Just to see what they thought of it, because I'm assuming because he's been watching Power Rangers for so long. Now, me personally, I liked it, but I didn't love it. Because, when I was watching his video, he was over there oh yeah, this special was fucking awesome, seeing all these Rangers back together, and I'm like, it was good, but it wasn't amazing. There were some moments I did really like, but I was like, it's good, but, So, now, allow me to give you guys a quick little history lesson with my history with Power Rangers, so you guys know where I'm coming from, and you'll probably get a better idea on how, what my thought process was watching this, and how my opinion is what it is. So as you guys know, if you guys saw my Power Rangers movie review, I'll put it up in the iCards above if you guys want to watch it. You guys know that I, of course, like most of you, grew up with Power Rangers when I was a kid, watching on Jetix, from what I consider the Gold Ninja Power Rangers, Ninja Storm, to Jungle Fury. Power Rangers was my shit back in the day. I would always, every time I got home, I would always look forward to watching, new episodes of, of Mystic Force, SPD, Ninja Storm, and, of course, Jungle Fury. Oh my god, Jungle Fury was my fucking shit. Jungle Fury is my favorite Power Ranger show. In case you guys are wondering, fucking love that show. Man, I love Jungle Fury to death. And and of course, and while Jungle Fury was around the midpoint, you guys knew that, and I moved to Japan, where I kind of stopped watching Power Rangers. Now, some of you guys will be like, whoa, wait. What do you mean you stopped watching Power Rangers in Japan? You were in Japan, where Power Rangers originated with Super Sentai. How the fuck were you not watching it? Well, little 8-year-old Glenn didn't know Power Rangers originated from Japan back then. Now I look at Power Rangers and it's fucking obvious that Power Rangers reeks of Japan. Not that it's a bad thing. You guys know how much I love anime. But and so when I came back to the States back in 2011, I decided to get Power Rangers, and I decided to get back into Power Rangers. Let's watch Power Rangers. Which, of course, the show that was airing at the time was Samurai. I forget whether it was the first season or second series. I came back in 2011, so you guys can do the math yourselves. And I didn't like it. I saw like one or maybe two episodes. Wasn't a fan. I was like, what is this? This isn't my Power Rangers. What is this, stuff? I saw a couple of episodes of Mega Force because I was like, fuck it, 20th anniversary, okay, let's watch it. And that's what I saw. But apparently everyone hated that show, so of course, and I didn't watch, Dino Charge. I am gonna start watching Ninja Steel season 2 because with the new show they got announced, Beast Morphers. I'm definitely gonna give that show a watch because I do want to get back into Power because I love Power Rangers. Okay, I want to hopefully prove to myself that hopefully I could prove that I haven't outgrown this. I haven't outgrown Power Rangers, but I'm sure I haven't because I did love the movie, but And anyway, as I was saying, I did enjoy when I saw Mega Force. Not that I loved it or anything, but it was pretty good for what it was. I didn't watch Dino Charge or Ninja Steel like I said before. And when I was hearing about those shows getting announced, and I saw when I was watching Samurai and Mega Force really nothing really showed me that Power Rangers. It feels like Power Rangers was like just relying way too much back on the '90s nostalgia stuff because they were like reusing the intro for it. I mean, not saying that go go Power Rangers, Mighty Morphin. I'm not saying it's a bad song. It's catchy, but. And then, when they were repeating gimmicks with Dino Charge and Ninja Steel, of course, with Dino Thunder and Ninja Storm back in the day, I was like, what is this shit? Like, what the fuck is going on with Power Rangers? Have y'all run out of ideas? Where's the original? Now, granted, this could also be done to Japan, because, Japan, is first and everything and all that shit. But I really was like, whatever. I did see the movie just because it was the movie, and I was like, okay, let's watch it, because it's Power Rangers. Love the movie. But my biggest problem, really, from what I've seen of Power Rangers nowadays, is that the fact that I feel like it revolves and relies a little too much on nostalgia from the 90s series. From the OGs of Mighty Morphing and all those shows. Because, I mean, and I can see just when I was watching, I was like, because like I said, they reuse the intro, and then of course the repeating gimmicks. And when I was watching them, I was like, and you watch the intros, and they're like, look at the camera and smile like it's a fucking '90s sitcom, and I'm like, the one thing I did love when I was watching Power Rangers back in the day. From, what I guess you can call it the Disney era, or the Gen X era, whatever you want to call it. I personally consider it the golden age, but that's my personal opinion. Was that Power Rangers took itself just serious enough to where that didn't come off like it was trying too hard to be dark and edgy and yeah, look at us, we're dark and edgy. But it didn't make itself look like a fucking joke. Almost what I would say it is. Even then, I wouldn't say Power Rangers is a fucking joke, but it is kind of stupid when I watch it now. Like I said, it does come off it does feel like the '90s series. Which the people that grew up with the '90s series, they're probably loving this shit. While someone like me, who grew up with the Dids that were Dids and Power Rangers that kind of took itself a little serious, is kind of like, what the fuck is this shit? But I will say this. Dino Charge's intro, fucking loved it. That intro is catchy as fuck. When I first heard it, I couldn't stop listening to it for a good 10 minutes. I love that intro to death. And they all oh wow, Glenn, you've been nothing but bitching and moaning. I bet you fucking hated this. Like I said, I didn't. I did enjoy it, but like I said, I'm mostly just explaining to you guys why I like this. Now, like I said, this is really just kind of what I am about Power Rangers. Now, granted, I haven't watched any of the new stuff from start to finish. I've only seen a bits and pieces, a few episodes here and there. So, like I said, I'm going to start watching Power Rangers with, Super Ninja Steel. So, I'll definitely, and like I said, I will be watching Beast Morphers, and I will give you guys the first impressions of that, and maybe possibly a Season 1 review as well, depending on, if I feel like doing it. But that's it. I'm more or less here just kind of giving you guys my overall opinions on where my history of Power Rangers is, kind of my new thoughts on the new stuff from almost, I guess you could almost say from almost an outsider's perspective, or someone that was really into it back when in the day, but kind of isn't as hype as he is now, I guess you can say. But yeah, so that's my my little I guess you'd say my history of Power Rangers. Like I said. How and where I think. So, like I said, I did enjoy this. Seeing, my man Tommy, he was pretty cool seeing him, and I like the new Morpher he has. I think it's called, the Master Morpher, where you can pretty much just transform into literally all the different Power Rangers he's been. The Green Ranger, the White Ranger, the Red Ranger from when he was a leader. Of course, the Black Ranger from Dino Thunder. So that was pretty cool to see. I really dig the look of that Morpher, and you'll see him transform. And of course, the scene where you see all the Power Rangers morph, and then you got the explosion in the back was awesome. And the fight when they're all teaming up, I did like it. I was like, you know what? Alright, yeah, I still got it, because like I said, I really did enjoy that scene. That was pretty cool. But I will say this: I do wish this was an hour long, just because. From this alone, now apparently rumor has it that there is going to be an extended cut of this, so hopefully there is, because This honestly should have been an hour long. I mean, it's a 25th anniversary special. Come on, I feel like you should make it an hour long, especially, you know. But, and, just because, like, you know, I would have liked to see, you know, more Rangers pop up, you know, and see the fights extended a little bit. You know, see more team-ups, more other stuff. This kind of comes off, like, it almost ended, like, a little too quick. I was like, this should have been, like, I was watching, I was like, yeah, this should have been an hour long. Just because, like I said, I did enjoy what I watched, but I do wish it was a little harder. And also, when I was watching this, I gotta say, there is some obvious bias with the Power Rangers they picked for this special. Now, like I said, I don't keep up with Power Rangers nowadays, so I don't know all the wheelings and dealings of Power Rangers. I don't know what the Jungle Fury guys are up to. I don't know what the SPD guys are up to. I don't know what the Mystic Force guys are up to. I don't know what any of those guys are up to. I don't know if they were like, if, you know, Hasbro or whatever came up to them and say like, hey, you guys want to return or not. But I was watching, but you can definitely notice a pattern. Literally, all the Rangers here are either OGs from the 90s or from the new series, from the Nick series. And, like, there was only, like, a grand total of, like, 2 Rangers from my generation, I guess you could say, or from my era of watching Power Rangers. RPM, or as I like to call it, Power Rangers Mad Max, is because, even though I haven't seen RPM from the intro, it looks like a Mad Max ripoff. And the White Ranger from Dino Thunder, but the man gets 0 dialogue! Like, literally, unless you were paying attention, you wouldn't even notice he was even there. The man had barely screen time. He didn't have a single word of dialogue. And, yeah, I don't know if there's, like, I don't know if there's licensing issues or anything. But, now, like I said, I don't know the wheelings and dealings with all this, but I'm just saying, like, there was, like, I don't know what you know, what goes on, you know, up in the higher ups with, like, you know, Hasbro or whoever, like, and all the guys that are in charge with Power Rangers. Like I said, I don't know the wheelings and dealings, so I don't know really what was up behind the scenes, how, like, you know, they picked this guy because of this, and this, or they didn't pick this guy because of this, and this reason, you know. But I know a lot of you guys have been probably watching, like, man, Glenn, you've been doing nothing but complaining. You sure you like this? And like I said, I do, but I'm just saying. And like I said, a lot of this could just because I am just out of touch. I am just kind of like, you know, I don't know what all the wheelings and dealings. Like, I've been out of touch. Like I said, I haven't watched the latest shows. I've only seen like a couple episodes here and there of like, you know, Mega Force and, you know, Samurai. And of course I'm going to start watching, you know, Super Ninja Steel. But I would have liked to have seen at least maybe a couple extra Rangers from you know, my era, because it does kind of feel like the 90s got to have like where, like, you know, where they get to see all their class Rangers interacting. So I'm sure they loved it. The guys that are a fan of the Knicks will get to see a little bit of their Rangers interacting. It kind of comes off that my generation, you know, the guys that grew up with, like, you know, from Ninja Storm to, you know, Jungle Fury, feel like we kind of got screwed in a way because we, like, only got like 2 Rangers to represent our eras, and one of them didn't even get any dialogue, and the other one's from RPM, and I'm like, come on, y'all picked RPM? You couldn't get Jungle Fury in there, or Mystic Force, or Ninja Storm? I feel they should have brought Ninja Storm in here just because the new show's called Ninja Steel, so you get to see those guys in. I feel like that was a waste of opportunity not to bring those guys in, you know? But yeah. So, like I said, I know I've been coming off a lot of complaining, and maybe this is just because I'm some out of touch nerd, like, oh, Power Rangers isn't what it used to be. Power Rangers is fucking shit now. Like, I might be coming off like that, but I'm trying not to. I'm just keeping it real with y'all and telling you what I all thought. And while I did like it, I do have my problems. Now, enough of me talking about, you know, oh, I wish this. Like I said, I'm not even that pissed off that you know, my generation stuff didn't get shown off. I'm not like, oh, this fucking stuff because Jungle Fury wasn't here. Like, nah, I'm not that guy, bro. Like, man, let's just show me here this fucking stuff. I was like, come on, I would have liked to see at least a couple extra Rangers pop up. Maybe we will in the hour, and, you know, the extended cut if that is actually a thing. Hopefully. But let me talk to you guys on stuff that I really did enjoy about the special. Let me just, like, you know, just talk about the positives before I kind of give off a couple more negatives of the actual special, not just me, like, talking about my history of Power Rangers and what I've liked to see here and this and that. The good, like I said, it was cool seeing, you know, the Power Rangers, you know, fighting, all this, like this, and the choreography is great, and I was watching this, like, yeah, this is why I like Power Rangers, and the explosion in the back, that was awesome. And like I said, like, seeing Tommy in there, I like how he's actually, like, we've seen that he has, like, we've seen him grow, because, like, the man is like Tony Stark for the MCU and, like, the Power Rangers CU, I guess you would call it, where the man is, like, he's like the OG. Even if people who have only seen, like, maybe 1 or 2 shows, they know of Tommy. He's, like, that big, because, he was, like, in Mighty Morphin, he was a leader of some show. Of course, we know he was in Dino Thunder, and probably a couple of extra shows. Everyone knows Tommy. If you were a fan of Power Rangers, you know of Tommy. So I did like him. I like that he does have a kid now, so that's actually pretty cool that, he has kids. Don't know who the mom is. I couldn't give you any guesses because, like I said, I haven't seen Mighty Morphin. I've seen a couple episodes here and there, but, yeah, I don't know. Like, I couldn't give you, but I do like that the show, like, these characters have indeed grown. They're not kind of, like, just, stuck to where they were in their perspective. I do like that they have grown, have kids. So that was pretty cool. Like I said, the overall fight choreography was pretty damn good. Really digged it. When we see the Power Rangers and, where they got, like, where they, like, end up, like, the White Ranger Zord comes up there and grabs the arrow, that was pretty cool. When they had, like, the Mighty Morphin theme playing in the background, that was happening, that was also pretty cool. And see all the Rangers team up and, blasting the dude, that was also pretty cool. Overall, when it was, like, the last half was really good. It was really good. I did really enjoy myself, and I was like, yeah. This is why I like Power Rangers. This is why I've been a fan of Power Rangers this is why I was a big fan of it back when I was a kid. Now let me get to the actual negatives I had with the special. Not me talking about, oh, I wish this Ranger was here, I wish that Ranger was like, the acting in a couple parts wasn't the greatest. I mean, I don't know if it was just me. I don't know if it's always been like this. And I'm just now noticing because I have grown up, and you guys know I'm a big guy, and you guys know I love movies, and this year in terms of movies and performances, have been killing with the MCU, with movies like Hereditary and other stuff. But there were a couple times where some of the Rangers, this was mostly with the new guys, for Ninja Steel, the OG guys, those were guys. Their performances were pretty good all around the board. There weren't any times where I was like, but there were a couple times where, like, the newer guys, it was mostly the Blue Ranger. I think, because like I said, I only watched it once, and my memory isn't really the greatest with this. But there was a couple times where they were like, they're how they portray, like, while they're acting, and they were like they were saying, oh, I was like, because like, I mean, and a lot of this was during like their voiceover, so I don't know if these guys are just not really that, that good, or not that good, but maybe not as, I guess you could say, experienced with voice acting, say some other people are, guys behind like anime dubs and all that stuff. But a couple times the acting wasn't really the greatest. The Blue Ranger from Ninja Steel, I can tell from watching the episode, he's the comic relief character. He was a little too much for me. Came off like a little bit like Jar Jar Binks, a little bit, but that's maybe because I'm just, like I said, I haven't watched the first season of Ninja Steel, so that could just be like a me problem for not having the total content of watching Ninja Steel. And yeah, that's really about it. My really only problem was really just the acting. The CGI was overall pretty good, but it was definitely, you can obviously tell that it was CGI, but it's not like, oh my god, the CGI looks terrible. It's like, it's good. It's sort of what you expect from, like, a TV series like this. Yeah, so, like I said, overall, I did like it. I do have my problems with it, but then I got my problems with everything. I know, and I don't know if this video came off like rambling, but I just really wanted to come off with this while giving you guys my overall thoughts and opinions on the special itself. I also wanted to come off here and really give you guys my overall, history of Power Rangers and why my opinion was what it was. Because like I said, and this could just because of me, because like where I grew up, because I haven't gone back and watched the 90s. But from the new shows, what I see of it, they do seem like to be acting a lot more like the 90s series, where they were almost like 90s sitcoms in a way, with where the only thing they're missing are laugh tracks, with just their performances, the intro, and like I said, it wasn't bad, but yeah. Like, I don't know if you guys, I don't know if I'm just coming off rambling and you guys just don't understand what I'm saying, but hopefully I've done a decent job of portraying my thoughts on the special and my thoughts on Power Rangers as a whole from when I grew up and what I thought now in a mildly coherent way, and you guys are like, okay, Glenn, I kind of understand where you're coming from. And also, tell me what you guys thought of this down below. I'm curious to see if any of you guys you keep up with Power Rangers, like you have kept up with it, you watch Samurai, Mega Force, a Dino Charge, Ninja Storm, or Ninja Steel, I should say. Tell me down below, what do you guys think of the special? Am I just crazy? Am I just some out of touch nerd that can't get over that it isn't like his old shit, like the Star Wars fans? But yeah, overall, I would give this special a 7 out of 10. I did, like I said, I did enjoy it, but yeah, like I said, but yeah, I do have my problems with it. But overall, I did really enjoy it. If you guys are a fan of Power Rangers, I would definitely give you guys to definitely check it out if you haven't already. It's an overall good time. But if you're like, if you did grow up with the '90s stuff, you probably get a lot more enjoyment out of it than someone like me, who, like I said, grew up with the Disney era. So yeah, so like I said, leave that all down below. Tell me what you guys thought of the special. Tell me what, and actually, also tell me what your favorite Power Rangers show is. If you have seen it, if you have a favorite, tell me down below. If you can add, and just like Andre, if you guys could add 5 more Rangers to this special, say for like the hour-long special, who would you add? So yeah, leave that all down in the comment section below. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you're subscribe if you're new. Follow me on Instagram if you like it. Leave down rocks below. As always, come back for more. See you guys next time. She's